As I now return to the sanctuary after a wardrobe change and a great message from Miss Michelle, I do so picking up where she left off. It's the Epistle of James where he writes, "But no human being can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil full of deadly poison." And what a wonderful example and object lesson to talk about the toothpaste out of the tube, knowing that it cannot be put back. In James's writing in the 3rd chapter, he continues from that thought, adding these additional words, saying that with the tongue we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring? My brothers and sisters, can a fig tree bear olives, or a grapevine bear figs? Neither can a salt spring produce fresh water. Friends, this is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And as we come to our time for this morning's meditation, I want to meditate on words. I want to have a word about words. A conversation about conversations. Take a little time to talk about our talk. Indeed, this has been a unique week in our nation's history. And the conversations that are stirring around us are causing quite a bit of angst, quite a bit of strife. And I'm not quite sure that more solutions are being arrived at than problems being made bigger and trenches being dug deeper. But I have found encouragement in some words, particularly in this writing from Don Sparks Fairley this past week. And so I share these words. Thank you, Don, for writing them and for sharing them with those of us who know you. She says, "My words have been quiet, but my heart has been in chaos. My conversations with Leonard," referring to her husband, "and just a few of my family. It is almost impossible to step into the waters of conversation for fear your words will cause another to tear into you, question your heart, write you off. I've seen it happening over and over again and over and over again. I have seen Jesus used to prove a point and to point a finger. I have seen disagreement become disowning. We are turning on each other with the swiftness like I've never seen before. Words of hate spill from our fingers with such ease. In a heartbeat, in the click to post, we have changed the course of families, friendships, and relationships. It is wearying to think that the damage caused cannot be reversed. Words released cannot be reclaimed. Words have been my comfort and my safety net. They have soothed my soul, released grief, tempered anger, and expressed my heart. And when I have been unable to speak the words out loud, I have come to understand their value, and I have come to see the deep damage they can cause." I'm guilty myself of letting them get away with me and damaging others. I hope I never lose the feeling I experience when I know I have caused hurt in someone else. Can we reclaim our desire to not harm another with the words we share? Can we remember that each of us has a life story, and that life story is so often the lens with which we view the world around us? Can we value the heart of those we disagree with and not write off the human being? Can we converse without chaos, listen without judgment, learn from one another? Can we never assume we know it all and believe we are always right? Can we? Can we try? I pray the good change that can be made will not be diminished by the damage we wreak along the way. Yes, strong and powerful and encouraging words. And I join Dawn in that prayer, that the good change that we can make will not be diminished by the damage that we wreak along the way. And while it is so tempting to get into these tete-a-tete arguments, to get in a little jab, to get in a little feel-good one-liner, my heart returns time and time again these days to a prayer that takes my heart in a different direction. It's a prayer that is familiar, the prayer of St. Francis. Probably many of you know it by heart. These words, this prayer, I invite you to join in saying with me, asking that it might be something that gives us direction for our heart and for our lives these days, this World Communion Sunday, as we share in these gifts of God for the people of God, as we commune, as we represent the unity of the family of God. May we, in our heart of hearts, be people who speak words of peace. And our prayer, again from St. Francis, is this: Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen and amen.